Hey guys, Pokemon Eye here. Buyouts. Buyouts here, buyouts there, buyouts everywhere. Buyouts are a pretty frustrating thing, especially when you're a seller. Now, I've spoken to a couple of sellers that don't care about buyouts because they say that, well, I listed my card at a certain price, and I listed whatever I had available, and I don't care because I got the price that I asked for. And although that is right, you usually want to get the best price for your card, what it's worth at the current time. So today's video is a pretty simple one, and it's how to not get caught out by hype. Now, it's pretty vital that you have friends that help you. And by getting bought out on hype, I don't mean just random people that buy out cards at random times because their PayPal account is in the plus thousands, you know. I'm talking about even if new cards come out and it makes old cards even better, or ban lists come out and one card that was banned and now is at one and stuff like that. I've been caught out on buyouts, but luckily in the last couple of years, I don't get caught out by them anymore. So, friends. Friends are so damn important. You know, not only do you use them for buying collections, I don't use my friends for that, you know. I don't use my friends, they just sell me stuff. But you can easily ask them just to buy your stock, and just so you don't get caught by the hype. What I do for me not to get caught by the hype, a lot of my cards I only put it as usually 4 available. So if someone wants to buy a playset, that's alright, and sometimes I'll edit stock as I go on, and then sometimes I will just, you know, if it sells, it sells, and then later on I'll relist it. Now there are massive disadvantages for this because some cards obviously just drop in price, and you get a random spike, and then sometimes you get a random card which is just worth nothing the next day. You know, so I don't know, I thought I'd just make out this video. You know, friends are not there just for you to buy cards off them, no. Usually the other way around, you know, you ask, so if you have friends, you probably got some friends that are have odd sleeping patterns, you know. We all have friends that don't sleep when we sleep. They're pretty much awake when we're sleeping, and they are asleep when we're awake, you know, night shift people. And it's a good time because then you've kind of got constant coverage when something like this happens. Buyouts don't particularly happen much in the UK because our prices are generally a little bit higher than US from North America. But it does happen anyway. It does happen, but very rarely. Sometimes you will get the odd occasion when someone just buys every single copy of both markets, you know. And of course, the best site for Europeans to buy from is cardmarket.eu. Their prices are insane. They're really, really, really cheap for us. And actually comparing it to the North American market, it's a lot cheaper there as well. But I think maybe because the euro itself is doing a lot better than all the other currencies. So anyway, I'm off tracking here. So, summarize. Don't get caught out in hype. Make sure you have friends that are always ready to, you know, keyboard, mouse warriors, whatever, just to buy it now, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. They don't have to pay, obviously. You just do it in a bar. You buy it, they buy it, so other people don't jump onto the fact that you have it, you know, for cheap or whatever. And you also usually put a limited quantity available. Now, honestly, when it comes for me selling cards, there are certain cards I don't list because I honestly think sometimes they're just going to get unbanned or something. And yeah, I don't list banned cards unless I actually get rid of them for nice amounts of money. And the example I have for this is Trishula. Trishula used to be a pretty stable card regardless of it being banned or not. I used to sell banned Trishulas for only £5 to £10 lower than the current price of Trishulas now. The current price is about 20-25. I used to sell them for 15 to 20 each, and I used to sell quickly. But every time I sell, I update stock. I've probably got about 20 or 30 left, and then I'll be completely out of stock. It's not something it's something I collected. It's not something I kept on picking up in collections of that. It's not even for this video anyway. Thanks guys for watching. Pokemon Eye here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.